Hello traders, Adam Hansen here for ValorTrader.com. Today I just want to take this opportunity to introduce you to the trading simulator Forex Tester 3. Now those of you that are perhaps familiar with the Forex Tester 2 simulator, you'll see that the updated version is it's now faster, it's more streamlined and with greater user friendliness. And those of you that are perhaps not familiar with the Forex Testers, they're a trading simulator that has enabled traders to not only backtest their strategies, but also build on their technical analysis skill set in a far more efficient use of time than if they were to try and achieve the same thing on a live demo chart. For example, if you were trying to forward test a strategy that operated on a daily time frame, to do that effectively, this could take you weeks or even months to achieve, whereas doing that on a simulator, you could trade multiple pairs, multiple time frames, and do so within a couple of hours, as opposed to waiting weeks or even months for particular setups to appear. So the first thing you'll notice with the Forex Tester 3 is that, much like Forex Tester 2, it's based on the MetaTrader platform. So you can bring all your skill set across from your MetaTrader platform and translate it directly into the Forex Tester simulator. The next thing you'll notice is that Forex Tester 2 had two separate operating modes. It had a history and it had a testing mode, which was a little bit clunky in its operation. So what they've done is they've simplified that now, and Forex Tester 3 operates out of one aggregate mode. So they've made that simpler, and that's a plus for me. So once you've installed the simulator, the first thing you'll want to do is download the price history. Now to do that, you simply head up to the data center, and from within this window, this is where you're able to download the price history for any of the 16 pairs, including gold and silver. So for example, if you wanted to download the price history for the Aussie dollar, Japanese yen, you'd simply select that and then select the broker from which you want to download the history, and then click update from server. Now from there, you've probably got a particular strategy that you want to test. So what you would do is you would create a new project, and to do that you would head up to either new project here, or from within project, select new project. It will then ask you to give the project a name. So I'll call it ValorTrader. But then it'll ask you to select the deposit size to start the test. So default's $10,000, so we'll just leave it at that. It will then ask you to select what pairs you wish to run over the test. So for example, if we wanted to run a yen cross, dollar yen and yen cross strategy, we would select all the yen crosses and the dollar yen, and then we could select the date range over which we wish to run the test. So as it stands, this is running from the 1st of January 2015 to the 30th of January 2015. Generate ticks by open, high, low, close points, we'd leave that as checked. We would then, this one down here, you would only tick that if you have downloaded additional tick history from Forex Tester themselves. However, if you haven't done that, then simply leave that unchecked. From there you can select the time zone appropriate to wherever you are in the world, so I'll leave that as GMT plus 10. You can then select the date range that you wish the test to start. So you can start from the first date in the range, or alternatively you can define a different start date. However, for this example, I'll just leave it as start at the first date. And then from there you can click Create Chart. What it'll do then is it'll download the price history and apply it to the charts that we're running the test on. So from that point, what you want to do is maximize the chart. Don't worry if at this stage you can't see any price history on the chart, that just means that you haven't actually started the test. So to do that, all we need to do is head up to Start Test. And from that point, it'll start populating the chart. Now, this is they're 1 minute candles and in 1 minute increments. So if I wanted to adjust that, I can do so here with this drop-down box. So if I adjust it to 5 minute time frame and adjust the increments to 5 minutes, it's now plotting 5 minute candles in 5 minute increments. Now that's at full speed, so I can slow this down with the slider at the top here, and I could speed it up. I can also pause it, and from that point I can then progress the chart at my own pace using the spacebar, and I can also reverse the chart using the backspace key. Now, as with MetaTrader 4, there is a full suite of charting objects that you can add to your chart. So you have your vertical lines, you have your horizontal lines, and you have your trend lines. You also have your waves, your Fibonacci's, and your shapes as well. There's also a full suite of indicators you can use on your charts, just like in MetaTrader 4. And when it comes to placing orders, it's much the same. If I, for example, wanted to place a market order, for example, I was looking for a rebound off this trend line here, I could place a market order. I would select the pair that I was wishing to trade, and from the drop-down box, I can select any one of the 6 pairs that we are running on this particular project. So dollar-yen. I'd select the lot sizing that I wish to use. I can place my stop loss and my take profit separately by using these particular pointer tools. So I would place my stop loss here, and my take profit, and then I would select sell. And from that point I could progress the chart, and we got stopped out. I can also place a pending order as well, just like in MetaTrader. So to do that, I would head up to the P icon and select Place New Pending Order. Once again, I can select the pair that I wish to trade and the type of order that I wish to place. So, for example, if I wanted to place we'll place a sell stop and lot sizing of 0.2, I would select the price with this pointer tool that I wish to place the order at. The stop loss, and also the take profit, and place order. From there we can progress the chart, and we got stopped out. So I'm sure you could see from this that from a functionality perspective it operates much the same as MetaTrader 4. However, it has far more flexibility built into it to help you build on your technical analysis, as well as being able to backtest your strategies. There's also the ability to run expert advisors on these charts. Now, I think Forex Tester 2 from memory came with one pre-installed expert advisor, and Forex Tester 3 came with 3 expert advisors, and I think they're looking to add more down the track. The one thing I don't like about this is I can't just grab any MetaTrader 4 expert advisor and install it onto Forex Tester 3. They're 2 separate programs, and they use 2 separate programming languages. It is possible to do, however you would need to reprogram your expert advisor, your MT4 expert advisor, into the programming language that was applicable to Forex Tester 3 in order to get it to run. So a bit of a downside. I would have liked to have just grabbed any MetaTrader EA and just plug it straight in and be able to test it. However, we can't do that on this version. However, if I wanted to add one of the pre-installed expert advisors to this particular chart, I can do so by heading up to Testing and Strategies List. I can also do that from this little icon here, List of Strategies. And from within here, I can add any of these strategies to the chart. So for example, if I wanted to add strategy number 6, I would select that. I'd select properties, the pair that we're trading it on. So I can select any pair from within the project that we're trading. I can adjust the time frame and also adjust the parameters of the indicators that the expert advisor uses. So we'll leave those as standard and click apply and close. And from that point, what we can do is we can progress the chart, and the chart should trade the expert advisor. So if I click play, the chart should progress. And as you can see down the bottom here, trades have been opened. So what we'll do is I'll just speed this up a bit so we can get a bit of data and a few trades behind us. Okay, I'll pause it there. And what I want to show you now is the statistical data that you have access to with Forex Tester 3. So we've let that expert advisor run for a little bit there, and there will be some data that we can now analyze based on how it's performed. And in order to do that, we need to head across to the left here and scroll across, and we'll see a tab called Statistics. Within that, we can analyze all the data associated with how the expert advisor traded. So we could see that it traded over 7 days, and over that period there were 20 trades. There were 7 profitable trades and 11 losing trades. Now, bearing in mind that this also includes the 20 trades would include the 2 trades that we placed manually earlier on. We could see that there was a max profitable trade of $55.41 and a max loss trade of $27.71. We scroll down, we could see that there was a net profit over the period of $35.45 with our gross profit at $180.74 and a gross loss of $145.29. So I'm sure you can see that having access to this sort of data can definitely help you improve your strategies. It can help you analyze whether a strategy might be worth implementing or whether something's just not worth pursuing at all. You can also see here that there's information relating to your the profit factor associated with it and the max drawdown as well. So there's a lot of helpful information there that will enable you to determine whether a particular strategy is worth pursuing. Now, in addition to this, something that wasn't included in Forex Tester 2 is the addition of Renko charts. So if I wanted to install a Renko chart, what I would need to do is head up to File and then simply add new Renko chart. And then I can add a Renko chart for any of the pairs that we're currently trading within the project. So for example, pound yen, and here I can select the bar size in points. So if you're not familiar with how Renko charts work, they essentially plot a new bar every time this increment here has been exceeded. So it's not time dependent. So if the market's not moving, the bar will remain there. But once the bar moves, in this case 5 points, then a new bar will be plotted. So we'll leave it at 5 and click OK. And there we have our Renko chart. And this is a function that wasn't available in Forex Tester 2, however is available in Forex Tester 3. Something else that you are able to do in Forex Tester 3 that wasn't available, or was available but it was fairly limited, was your ability to adjust your own hotkeys. Now, to do that, what we do is we head up to Tools and Options, and from within this we can adjust pretty much the function of anything and assign any hotkey that we wish. Now, like I say, there was the ability to do this in Forex Tester 2, However, the list wasn't this big. It was they were very limited with what you could adjust. So you have far greater flexibility here within Forex Tester 3. So I hope that this has been able to give you some insight into how useful this tool is and how it can benefit your trading. There's a vast array of videos on Forex Tester's website as to the ins and outs of this program. I've just really sort of gone over the major components of it. However, if you would like to know the ins and outs of it, there are a lot of videos on their website which go through that. But I'm sure that by now you can see how this would be able to assist you in your not only your back testing but also building your technical analysis skill set in a far more efficient way than what would be done trying to do it live, because you don't actually have to live through real time in order to improve. So it can fast track your results because you're able to practice far more efficiently. So I'm sure by now you're able to see that. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can do that as well. Also, check out our website at validatrader.com. In the meantime, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and bye for now.